Yep, I am back. Tweeting out the link. Alright. How is everybody doing? We're hanging out. I figured since I was, just here a little while ago, we could kind of work on all this stuff together and make sure that everything was going well and going as planned. So, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody is doing okay. Centers. So, here's the thing. The team, as it was constructed, did alright last year. There were a few things that needed to be sorted out. As in, certain players needed to... Yeah, just a short break. Did some stuff with my family. Went on a walk, with them. Just kind of some casual stuff. But yeah, so here's the dilemma, is that I really don't know what to do. Obviously, I'm going to offer a contract to Blake Murray in the hopes that he just keeps improving. Reese and Suzuki, they both did really well, but I don't know if I can keep both of them. I would love to, but I don't know if I can. So that's the thing. Both players, Reese didn't seem to fit the system all that well. Sign and trade, that's possible. I could do that, actually. Yeah, I could do that. He only wants a year-long contract, which is fine. Suzuki wants 2. Olafson, I'll qualify and just get him another year. This guy, his potential's really bad, so I doubt he turns into anything, but his overall isn't terrible. So we'll sign him. He can be depth for Charlotte. Puistola, I don't love him on the team, but, it's alright. Pitlick, we're definitely going to re-sign. I'm not going to re-sign Henman just in case. And then I'm going to sign both Upshaw and Safronov here. No right wingers on expiring contracts. That's good. Jacob Slavin. Let's take a look. No more than 25 points typically. He plays on the penalty kill. His minutes got reduced a lot last season. And he's 31. How long of a contract does he want? 3 years? That's too long. Let's just go with one year. Hanka improved despite not playing last year. We'll do a sign and trade, I guess. Kubicek signing. Dembski we're signing here. And I think that's going to be it. There's no point in signing Haino. I'll qualify Joey Keane as well. No expiring goaltenders. And that's what it looks like in the system. Yay. So I have to trade McShorsey the jerk as well, because Jacobs is better. Okay, so let's get everybody signing. My NHL assistant coach does not want to re-sign. Everybody wants to re-sign there, though. So we're good. I just need a new assistant coach, basically. All 3 scouts renewed. Cool. Keane and Kubicek and Olafson all renewed. So I now have to hire a new coach, an assistant coach, and then 2 coaches for Charlotte. So for the NHL, the assistant coaches that I'm looking for need to be ones with good teaching. This guy has an A on power play and a teaching stat that's pretty good, so we'll offer him a decent amount of money to stay here. Now the AHL, I need 2 good assistant coaches. I'll have this guy just be my straight up AHL assistant coach, and then this guy who is better with goalies, he'll be my AHL goalie coach. Don't need to make any changes to the scouting department. I think we're good there. So propose trade. Let's propose a trade and put Jamieson Reese in there. I want to trade him out of division. Calgary's first is almost enough value to get it done. I'm going to try and see if I can get a third as well. Okay, the trade has been rejected, so let's see if I can get New York's fourth. Okay, let's see if I can just trade that. Okay. What if I had a fourth? This team has nothing on their freaking block. That's annoying. He's never going to make the team. He fits Colorado's block pretty well. Okay, screw it. I'm just going to use the find trade feature. Don't hate that. Asa Lindell is an 84 overall player, 31 years old, more of a two-way player. He would fit on my third pair. I don't hate it, but I'm going to change it. I'd rather just try and get another first round pick. Literally is, though. Whatever, do you want a third? Too far off my ass. Okay, fine. If you don't want to give me a third, I'll take your best defensive prospect. A second round pick. And a fourth. It's probably under Reese's value, but he wasn't doing well for this team. So we have 3 NHL centers right here. 4, excuse me. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then center number 5 will be a 4th line center, and then Suzuki will probably be on the 3rd line. Defense, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's time to find a trade for Dougie Hamilton. I have to. I know it sucks, but like, I have too many good forwards, and I have a lot of solid defensive prospects. Cheka is almost ready. Oh yeah, I have to trade Jerk too. Thank you for reminding me. For Joel Armia? So Hamilton has 2 more years left in his contract. Last year he had 27 points. Armia actually had a decent year. Cool. But again, no trade offers. 13. It's not a good trade, but it's something. That means I have to sign an AHL goaltender. So I'm good there. Honka, I think is ready for the NHL. We can check in free agency and just see what's available. He's an RFA, otherwise I'd say yes. Hedman's 34, otherwise I'd say yes. Yeah, Will Butcher's the best, and he's not really an upgrade over Hamilton. Yeah, not at all. Any prospects worth signing? Sure. And then I have to sign a two-way goalie. I always like going with like a younger goaltender. Yeah, they're all RFAs. I did see that, but yeah, they're all RFAs. So we'll go with a younger goalie with potential here. Currently signed with Texas, it looks like. Alright. So that's all in free agency. And I signed my coaches. So I think I'm good. Got my NHL assistant coach. So my NHL coaching staff is good. AHL assistant coach said no. But my goalie coach said yes. So that's good. So just have to hire an assistant coach, huh? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I got my assistant coach. So the AHL team is set. Everything is good. Pavel Buchnevich traded to New Jersey. Bracco and Cuckoo traded to Detroit. Lots of trades. Trying to build a contender in Charlotte too. We've yet to win a championship in this series. Columbus getting Hartman and Jenner. Former Hurricane Ryan Hartman. Huffing me trades for Jake Gardner. That's kind of funny. Justin Falk. Excuse me. Traded to the Islanders. That's a big deal. Okay, so offensively and defensively, we took a little bit of a hit this past year, but I think we'll be fine. So Roach only fits on the bottom 6 in this thing, so like if I moved him down here, it'd be a plus, but I'm not going to actually do that. So yeah, Aho, Svechnikov, Trevor, Teravainen, Nature's Bach, McLennan, Roach, and Suzuki, Pustola, Edmonds, and Armia. I have Tiexola scratched. So I'm actually going to try and see. Let's see if putting Tiexola in helps. It doesn't actually help. He doesn't fit that line at all. So I'm actually going to put Joel Armia in because he at least fits the line, like kinda, sorta. Defensively, Honka's in the lineup. Bean and Slavin, Hannafin and Goodrow. It's all the same. So goaltending, it's Canes and Cannons and Jacobs, who is an 87. That was definitely the right move. Trading McShorsey the jerk. Drysdale is a scratch. Ooh, would I rather have him? Maybe. He doesn't like 3 of my coaches. It's kind of funny. Special teams, Teravainen, Aho, and Trevor, along with Svechnikov and Bean. Natchez, Roach, Suzuki, Hannafin, and Bach. I'm gonna do that. See if that fixes anything. That might make things a little fun. What's Roach's face-offs? Allegedly a 76. 84. I'm actually gonna have Natchez take the face-offs here. Unless Suzuki... No. So yeah, I want the second unit to win more face-offs, and I think Natchez being there is better. Roach is also a left shot, and this gives me a right shot down the middle. On a power play unit, that's all left shots. That unit has 2 right shots, Trevor and Bach. Okay. Alright. Oh, the checkers. I do want to see how the checkers are lining up. McCallum, Murray, and Kalinin. Gonna trade Pitlick there. Kalpanen, Strong, Kalinin instead. Safronov, Olofsson, and Sundin. Bach, Boychuk, and Shubarov. Daniil Cheka as well. Okay, so Honka's gone. Keane, Prieto, Kubicek, Petch, and Crombine. Who's scratched on this team? Do I have a defenseman scratched? I do. I think it just did best lines for Charlotte. It did, okay. Honka's a better fit for the third pair than Cheka is, but he's older. Medium top 4D potential. Okay. Remind me, Trevor, that Honka will not be on my team next year. Like, remind me to get either Cheka or Drysdale the spot. Okay, we're ready to move on. And we're going to just sim to February 1st like we always do. And yeah, there's a Chad LaRose is now the director of U.S. scouting for Sarnia in the OHL today, which is interesting. It's kind of neat. Alright, waivers will be in effect, no big deal. Preseason is complete, also cool. Scouting is all good, I don't need to change that up. Let's see what we got. Arizona, first game is a loss. Starting off the season with the 5-game homestand. Yeah, I don't know what he's been doing actually for the past few years. There's our first win, which is against Philly. Another win. Then a loss. Come on, let's get the win. Yes, okay, so we win. In the final game of the homestand to give us 3-2 record. And we don't know much about the draft so far, understandably. Our scouts really don't wake up until like October. Or December, I mean. So yeah, LaRose, I guess, wasn't really doing much. His last NHL season was... Or his last professional season was 2016-17 when he appeared in 8 games for the Solar Bears in the ECHL. And last year he was an assistant coach for one of the CompuWare program teams. So, yeah. But now he's the director of U.S. scouting for the Sarnia Sting, which is kind of weird. Mild concussion for Jake Bean brings the Canes to a little bit of a halt here. Trevor, you were doing great. Aho was doing fine. Svetch actually not. He's still searching for a little bit of consistency here. Bach doing really well. Natchez and Teravainen all doing well. Roach has been doing well, and McLennan has been doing well. It really seems like Suzuki isn't... He's not a fit for that line. That's the thing. Let's see if that changes anything. A little too early to see, obviously. Bean's injury does give a chance for Jamie Drysdale to enter the lineup, which is a good sign. Right? Please tell me he was actually in the lineup. He was. No points in 2 NHL games. Be right back. Alright, there we go. So Bean had another concussion. Is healthy again. So I'm curious. Obviously, you know, Drysdale played in another game. No points, 12:48 of ice time, not a whole lot, and then a -1. So yeah, not really a huge impact in the lineup here, but that's to be expected considering it's just 3 of his first NHL games. There we go. One thing that I think would be neat is if NHL could find a way to like do like a team record when the player records a point, or like team record when the player, you know, is in the lineup, or you know, team record something, you know, like I think that would be really neat. Good year for rookies, which is always exciting. Um, it just means that the draft is going to be pretty good. The Canes, barely in a playoff spot right now. We need to start winning more games. That's a good start. A 7-1 win against the Flyers there. And a win against the Blues. Okay, so the Canes are starting to string together some more wins. We did lose to the Canadiens there, but it's okay. We're winning games. New draft rankings. And this, we don't know much more than we did before. Any gems? None. Oh my god. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, so sorry. The knocking you hear is we have people working on the house. They have our siding was like warping, so we had to get it fixed. So that's the knocking that you hear in the background. I'm actually getting phone calls because yeah, but no, the knocking that you hear is the people working on the siding. They must be like right outside my like my wall. So yeah, Canes sitting at first in the division fairly comfortably right now, but you know we are losing. We're currently on a 3-game losing streak. No, it's just the girlfriend doesn't know how to like. She she calls while she's expecting a call from her parents, and then 20 seconds into the call, she's like, "Oh, gotta go, bye," and it's just like, okay, you could have just waited until your mom called and then talked to me, but you know. Pittsburgh firing their head coach, and the Canes are in a bit of a slump here, losing quite a few games now, actually. And we've actually slipped out of a playoff spot in the Metro thanks to the slump we've been in. Yeah. So we really need to fix that. All right. Back in a playoff spot, barely, once again. We got to beat the Islanders because they're the one team that's being able to contend with us this year. And we beat them. Okay. But yeah, there's 3 teams in the division with 54 points. They're in playoff spots, and the one team outside of the playoff spot in the division has 53. Had 53 at that point. So like it's going to be another close season. I'm really waiting for a few of these Metro teams to lose or for the Canes to just get better. Like Trevor, I'm really hoping your player gets to like a 90 overall this season, for instance. Like you or Dominic Bach. Still don't know anything about the top 2 players in this draft. Still no gems or busts. It's getting to be January. So I'm convinced that this draft, even though it is a good year for rookies, will not actually be a great draft for us. So that's always how it works. We did lose in the shootout to the Rangers, so we surrender a point to the Rangers, who are behind us. But we get a win against the Devils. So, okay. San Jose trading Jonathan Dahlen to the Islanders. That's a decent trade for the Islanders. And I still don't feel comfortable like moving forward past a month just because of where we're at. Like we have a great record, but I feel like we're not a sure thing. Brock Besser traded to Arizona. That's a huge deal. Cody Glass traded from Vegas to Nashville. My goodness. Wow, that was loud. Sorry, I'm sorry about the knocking. If it's irritating, I can turn my mic off, but that's up to you. Canes beating Columbus too, so we are on a little bit of a win streak here. Losing to Dallas sucks. And the next night, though, we lose to Pittsburgh. Dang. Dominic Simone traded to Los Angeles from Edmonton. Okay. If it does get irritating, just let me know and I'll turn my mic off. Lesterson traded to St. Louis. Vegas gets Ryan Lindgren. Okay. We're losing a little bit more. New Jersey makes a trade to Tampa, which is good for us. Natchez out with a sprained ankle until March 6th is not good, though. I'm fine with keeping Suzuki up there, but instead, let's put Roach there. I don't know. Pistola doesn't fit any line in this team either. Let's just do that. Let's see what happens. Let's have fun. Alright. So we were on a 4-game losing streak. The Rangers trade Luke Cunnin. Oh my god, okay. Okay. I think we're done. So Trevor, you, and Sebastian Aho led the team with 79 points each. And then it really drops off. 21 points separates you and Svech. Svech had 58. The good news is that we had 5 other players hit 50 points. And then it drops off again. I guess what's good is that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like the top 8 scorers on the team are all forwards, all with more than 40 points, which is almost 3 lines worth of players. Defensively, though, our top scorers each had 34 points and 33. And then you can see where the depth comes into play when our fourth line didn't do a whole lot. Honka didn't improve at all. Yeah, it just wasn't a great year. Goaltending seemed to prop us up this year. Jacobs still at an 87. Canes and Cannons still at a 90. 35, 28. 4 shutouts again and a 9-1-2 record. Solid. It's a solid season. It's much better points wise, but we're still in the same spot where we're fighting to get into a playoff spot late in the season. And I don't want to be in that point. Bach and Svechnikov scoring for the Canes first in the first period. Second period, Slavin scores to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit, and Svech gives the Canes a lead again. Third period, it's tied. Vitaly Kravtsov scoring. Oh, does he only roll 3 lines? I didn't actually look. Yeah, if he only rolls 3 lines, then that really does explain it. I mean, I don't love using my 4th line, but that just means that, maybe instead of Connor McLennan, I get like a legit 3rd line right winger. I might have to do that then. Because if McLennan's not good enough offensively to really justify putting him there, I don't think. But Hanifin circles around the defender, gets it going, and Svech is going to take the puck into the offensive zone after a broken up pass and immediately turn it over to Panarin. Panarin with the puck now, entering the offensive zone, taking it outside to the circle, shot, score. The Rangers taking a 1-0 lead in the series. Canes with a bad second period really just started the collapse. Allowing 3 goals in the second is not good, and they can't hold their third period lead. So, quick overtime. Svech with 2 goals in that game. But other than that, not the best performance from the Canes from a defensive standpoint. We're going to game 2 here. Canes looking for redemption, and they get it in the first period. 4 different goal scorers, all at even strength. Aho, Bean, Necas, and Teravainen. Nothing in the second period. Third period, Edmonds gets his first career playoff goal, and the Canes win. I believe this is the first time we've made the playoffs in consecutive seasons, both in this sim and in a long time, like in real life for the Canes. So Charlotte making the playoffs this year as well. Going ahead to simulate game 3 of this series all tied up. No score after 1. Second period, Canes get a goal from Martin Necas on the power play. And the third period, Suzuki's goal with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining gives the Canes a 2-1 series lead. Final score in that game, 2-1. Moving on to game 4 here. First period, we're going to sim. No score. Second period, Canes with 3 goals. Teravainen, Aho, and Svech all scoring power play goals. Third period, the Rangers actually make it close with Lang and Trouba scoring, but the Canes walk away thanks to their power play in that game. Svech only had 1 point despite all 3 goals being on the power play, so seems like the Canes have some pretty balanced scoring in these playoffs. Now we're going to game 5. First period, the racist scores for the Rangers. Second period, though, Kieran Lang, the creative player, scores. And Roach gets the goal for the Hurricanes. Third period now. Tie game. Hanifin on the power play. Lang took the lead on the power play, and with 53 seconds to go in the game, Anthony Honka sends this game to overtime. Looks like the Rangers suffered a loss on defense. I don't remember their defense being this bad last time around. I could be wrong, but I don't remember this defense being that bad a few games ago. Yeah, I don't remember that. I think it was at like a 90, so I think they've lost at least one player, which is good for us. Necas versus Hedel on the faceoff. Necas loses it back. It's a power play for the Rangers early on in overtime. Shot save. Hanifin can't get the puck to go. Shot was blocked on the way through, and it's cleared by Michael Goodrow. Riley Smith with the puck now. I believe it's Riley Smith at least. Riley Smith enters the offensive zone. Hanifin crunches him along the boards. Canes can't quite get it out. Necas turned it over to Hedel. Hedel gets it to... Oh, no. Lang with the puck. Smith. Shot blocked in front. Necas barely able to clear it out. And Trevor Michaels, number 69, finally gets the puck out. The Canes are allowed to get a line change now. Kieran Lang takes the puck in offsides. The Canes get a face-off and can change out the rest of their players. Plus minus does not mean anything. Armia and Roach out on the face-off now versus Kravtsov, Strome, and Gauthier. Slavin gets it up to Roach, enters the zone, dumps the puck in to kill off another second or two. Adam Fox with the puck, gets it up to Vitaly Kravtsov. Kravtsov turned it over to Roach. Roach is going to circle back and actually break out the puck to Armia, who's going to dump it in, killing off some more time. The second penalty kill unit doing very well. Gauthier entering the zone, taking on Fleury, and the Canes defenseman broke it up for just a minute. Shot, save, Canes and Cannons. He's going to hold on. 35 seconds left on the power play. That was definitely a hit from behind. Okay. Necas and Michaels out on the face-off. Necas wins it back. Slavin gets it to Fleury, who gets it to Trevor. Trevor dumps the puck in after carrying the puck up the ice to kill off a few more seconds. Fox gets it up to Gauthier. Alright, another damn interruption. Okay. Well, Armia and Roach back out on the ice. And the Carolina Hurricanes dump out the puck. 10 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers. Hedel with the puck. Blocked shot yet again. Michael Goodrow getting in the way of that. And the Hurricanes are back to even strength. Aho exits the box. Riley Smith gets it to Kieran Lang. Back to Smith. Or it might be Brendan Smith, actually. Now that I think about it, I think it's Brendan Smith. What a move by Hedel. Just deking past the Canes defenseman there, and luckily Canes and Cannons is equal to the task. Second line out for the Canes: Suzuki, Necas, and Bach. Necas loses the faceoff. Trouba got bumped off. Hedel shot, save, Canes and Cannons. What a stop here in overtime. The Rangers getting all of the opportunities here. And look at that. Great save by Canes and Cannons. Necas on the faceoff against Hedel. Necas wins it back. Michael Goodrow with the puck to Bach. Bach got crunched but gets it out to Suzuki. Nice move to enter into the zone. Suzuki turned it over to Kakko. Kakko with the puck. Kravtsov with it now. Nice little move. Skate to stick. Shot. Save again. Another stop. Kravtsov gets his own rebound. Kakko. Shot. Save. Canes and Cannons. It's all Rangers in overtime. Michael Goodrow gets it to Svech. Svech to Aho. It's the first line for the Canes. Aho Circles back at the circles. Shot blocked. Svechnikov picks up the puck. Trevor blocked. Kravtsov with it now. The Canes still looking for their first shot on goal. Almost 8 minutes into overtime. Hayek, shot save. Svechnikov gets it to Slavin. Slavin's going to start a breakout and get it to Aho. Skate to stick with the puck now, entering the offensive zone. Gets it to Slavin. Shot. Save. Shesterkin. Aho had the puck, lost it. Tierney with the puck to Chris Kreider. Kreider gets it to Kravtsov. Back to Kreider. Tierney. Shot. Save. Canes and Cannons, and he holds on with us with just about 10 minutes to go in overtime. The Canes finally got their first shot of overtime here. There's Kieran stepping up to a player who was nowhere near the puck. Third line out for the Canes against the third line for the Rangers. Teravainen, Roach, and McLennan. Roach on the face-off. Wins it against Tierney, tying it up, and they're going to ice the puck. McLennan with a terrible pass. Yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye to McLennan. I was hoping that he'd work out on the third line and be like a better player, but he just hasn't. He just hasn't been very good. Roach loses the face-off to Brendan Smith. Oh, nice little move to think about it. McLennan gets crunched, but gets it to Jake Bean, and they're going to enter the zone. Bean turned it over to Tierney. My God, these turnovers. 2 on... Okay, never mind. Slavin briefly had the puck. Kreider with it now. Trouba. The Rangers are going to win this game, I think. Just because they've had the majority of possession. McLennan to Roach. Roach back to Teravainen. Kreider with the puck now. Going one-on-one against Fleury. Gets crunched. Hit. Save. Canes and Cannons. My gosh. It's tough, man, because, like, the Canes have had no opportunities. None whatsoever. And they can't, like, it's just crazy. They can't do anything. We have not been able to do anything in OT. Natchez loses to Hedel. And it's Kieran Lang with the puck. Canes and Cannons is going to hold on and get a face-off going. 5:28 left in overtime. Same lines out for both teams. Suzuki, Natchez, and Bach out for the Canes. Natchez loses it again on the face-off, but he gets the turnover, though. Fleury with the puck. Back up to Natchez. Natchez, Suzuki. It's a 3-on-2. Bach with it now. Rangers have numbers back. Anthony Honka. Natchez, backhand. Another shot. Save Shesterkin. He didn't get all of it on either shot. The Rangers played good defense there. Suzuki, Natchez, and Bach still out there for the Canes. It's a tired first line for the Rangers. Natchez wins it back to Honka. Honka taking it. He's got it at the circles. Bach with it. Back to Fleury. Shot. Tipped. Save Shesterkin. He's going to hold on. The puck was tipped at the last second, and Shesterkin had to make a great save. Suzuki's glitching out. Shot, and there's the tip, and it goes up in the air. I thought it could have gone behind him, but no. Second line is coming out for the Rangers. Natchez wins it back to Honka yet again. Back to Fleury. Shot, save Shesterkin. Strome with a nice stick lift there. Kravtsov gets it up to Gauthier. Julien Gauthier going in against Honka. Gets bumped off the puck. Svechnikov on a breakaway. Here he comes. Shot. Save Shesterkin. Fox was coming in. Kravtsov back to Fox. Fox exits the zone. Gets it to Strome, who enters the offensive zone. Strome turned it over. Hanifin got crunched, but Michael Goodrow 3-on-2. Svechnikov to Goodrow. Shot. Save. Goodrow with the puck to Hanifin. Back to Goodrow to Svech. Hanifin to Svechnikov. Turn the puck over. Comes out of the zone. Hanifin with it now. Svechnikov taking it in at the right circle. Shot. Natchez. Or no, Trevor. Save. Svechnikov turned it over. Bumped off the puck. Aho with it. Toe drag to enter the zone. Shot. Save. Shesterkin. Canes are finally coming alive here in OT. They can finally get some opportunities. There's the one shot by Trevor there. Probably the Hurricanes' best chance of OT. Fourth line's out for both teams. Tiexula, Edmonds, and Armia versus Aaltonen, Henman, and Nichushkin. What a hit on Jake Bean. Tiexula saves Shesterkin. Good shot on the glove side. May have been going wide, but the Canes' fourth line gets a shot on goal. Here's the hit on Jake Bean. Just a crunching hit. It's Edmonds versus Henman on the face-off. Edmonds wins it again. Bean with the puck. Edmonds had it back to Slavin. Tiexula turned it over to Aaltonen. Aaltonen gets it up to Nichushkin. Val Nichushkin with the puck on his stick. Takes it behind the net and turns it over. The Rangers have to double back. Shesterkin with the puck on his stick. Clears it into the Canes bench. Here's a chance for the Canes to get out a better offensive line here. They get out the third line to go against the Rangers' first line. Interesting choice here. Roach loses the face-off. Jalin with the puck to Hedl. Hedl crosses center ice and enters the offensive zone. Gets it to Kakko. Save. Teravainen with it. Starts the breakout. Bean with the puck. Josh Bean at the circles. Gets it to Roach. To McLennan, shot, blocked. Hedl got it up to Kakko. Hedl. Kieran Lang, save, Canes and Cannons, what a recovery. Slavin to Roach, last chance for offense for either team. Teravainen out wide with it. Got the puck. Shot Slavin, save Shesterkin. Great save, Canes and Cannons there. Last chance for offense for the Canes. Suzuki, Necas, and Bach. You got 2.2 seconds. Just win it to the point. Michael Gaudreau was blocked out in front. Otherwise, that puck could have gone in. We're heading to second OT. The Rangers had all of the first half of overtime. The Canes really started to come on strong near the end. But we are still scoreless after the first overtime. More free hockey coming up for both teams. So, we'll resume. Heading into second OT for for both teams now. Aho versus Hedl on the face-off. The first lines have done a good job of avoiding each other in this overtime. Michael Gaudreau up to Hanifin. Hanifin takes it to the circles, but with Aho with it now. Aho shot blocked again by his own man. The Rangers are going to enter the offensive zone. Capo Kakko with it, shot wide. Michael Gaudreau gets it up to Trevor. Trevor with the puck on his stick. Shot, save Shesterkin. Hanifin with it, shot. Aho missed it wide. Michael Gaudreau back to Hanifin. To Gaudreau to Hanifin. Cycling it between the points here. Svechnikov, Aho. Gaudreau to Hanifin. Michael Gaudreau has a shooting lane. Trevor shot, save on the blocker side. That's the Hurricanes' best chance offensively. Trevor shot, save, another one on Svechnikov. Aho with the puck. Shot, save, Svech. And it's a turnover. The Rangers clear it off of the stanchion. And, man, what a surge by the Canes to start OT. Shot. And a save. Just a few great offensive chances here. Second line coming out for both teams now. Strome versus Necas on the face-off. Trouba has 5 block shots in this game. Crazy. Strome with the puck. Deked out Hanifin a little bit, but Hanifin got back. Kravtsov. Save, Canes and Cannons. What a play to get that puck going by Kravtsov, and a great save by Canes and Cannons. Necas versus Strome again on the face-off. Necas loses it back to Fox. Save. Or no, it was blocked. Excuse me. Hanifin with it now. Crosses center ice. Gets the puck to Bach. Shot. Save partially. It was may have been going wide. Bach gets it to Natchez. Back to Hanifin, who gets decked. And the Hurricanes are going to have to regroup here. Suzuki defending. Gets the puck briefly, but Kravtsov gets it on a turnover after a huge hit. Kravtsov with the puck now. He's been one of the Rangers' best forwards in overtime. Canes and Cannons with another stop. What a save. Third line's up for both teams. It's Tierney versus Roach on the face-off. Roach with the face-off loss, actually. Fox. Shot, save, score! Rangers win! It's tough. The Canes blocked the first shot but couldn't get possession. They seemed to be more content with breaking the puck out, even though nobody had possession. Tough loss for the Canes there in Game 5. We're going to move on to Game 6. Canes with a 3-2 series lead over the Rangers. First period. Canes losing, Bach with the goal, but the Rangers with 2 goals. Tie game, Bach with another and Svechnikov with 1 now. Third period, Canes win. Roach gets the power play goal, and your Carolina Hurricanes are moving on to the second round. Playoffs are complete. It's Canes versus Bruins. We won't have to play the Flyers. Canes versus Boston here. First period, Game 1, no score. Second period, Brad Marchand gets the goal. Third period, Owen Anderson and Parker score. Boston shuts out the Canes in Game 1. Game 2 of the second round. Hurricanes looking for a bounce-back win at home. Trevor with the goal on Josh Grantham on the power play. Second period, Natchez with another power play goal. McLennan scores, but Owen Anderson ties it. Canes and Bruins heading to OT. Alright, the Canes with possession here in overtime. Michael Goodrow with the puck enters the offensive zone. Svechnikov, Hanifin, shot, save, Josh Grantham. Bjorkstrand with the puck on his stick. Turnover, Trevor Michaels. Aho with it now. Gets around, shot. Great play. Great save, Josh Grantham. Bjorkstrand with the puck on his stick. What a hit. Michael Goodrow. Hanifin with it now. Up to Trevor. Svechnikov at the circle. Hanifin to Svech. Shot. Save. Aho scores. Canes win. Great play by the Canes there. Svechnikov on the backhand. And Aho puts in the rebound past Josh Grantham. Canes take game 2 and tie the series. Svech is back up to a point per game with 2 points in that game. Game 3 at TD Garden. No score after 1. Second period. Aho with a power play goal. Boston wins thanks to McAvoy. Dang, man. Alright, game number 4. Canes with the lead, McLennan and Natchez scoring. Third period coming up with Fleury scoring in the second. Canes win 3-2. Definitely a defensive battle this series. All the games have been relatively close other than game 1. Canes tying the series up, forcing game 5 and 6. No score after 1. Slavin with a goal in the second. Third period, Boston wins. Studnicka and Sheary scoring. We gotta exercise the second round demons, man. You gotta win games 6 and 7 here. You have to have players other than Aho and Svetch scoring too. Roach with 2 goals. There we go. Second period, Aho and Natchez. Golly. Goodrow scores to tie the game late in the game. You have to beat this team. Boston is worse than you. I don't get it, man. I don't understand this team. Well, we know for a fact now that McLennan is gone in this offseason. Whether it's via trade, buyout, or refusal to sign. Aho kind of wins the face-off. Michael Goodrow with it now. To Aho, who gets it to Hanifin. Hanifin enters the zone, takes it to the circles. Shot, Svechnikov with a great chance already. Josh Grantham square to the puck, makes the stop. Boston has two of the top 4 players in terms of penalty minutes, which may bode well for the Canes. A lack of discipline means more power plays. Hanifin to Aho, back to Hanifin, save Josh Grantham. Bit of a weak wrist shot. Might have preferred to see a slap shot there, but oh well. Same lines out for both teams here. Aho versus Parker on the face-off. Aho wins it back to Hanifin. To Michael Goodrow, back to Hanifin. Aho's got it. Shot, score! Trevor with an OT winner. Look at this puck movement here from the Canes, who force game 7. On the face-off, obviously Aho's going to win the puck to Hanifin, who's going to draw a defender with him at that side. And they're just going to do a little give and go. Aho. Look at this no-look pass here. And what a play. Trevor's just going to sneak around the defender here. Change to the forehand at the last minute and just sneak the puck in past Josh Grantham. Canes win game 6, forcing game 7. That would have been an ugly collapse if they lost in that third period. They were winning by 2 goals heading into the third. Gave up 3 in the third and then scored 1 to make sure that they sent the game to OT. So I'm glad we won that game. But we need to win game 6. Canes and Bruins, first period. Trevor with another goal. Second period, Tara Vinen scoring. Third period, Canes win. Owen Anderson does make it interesting, but the Hurricanes are moving on to the conference final. We have exercised the second round demons and will face the Detroit Red Wings, one of the best teams in the league here. First period, McLennan and Hanifin scoring. Second period, Fleury with a goal. Third period, Jason Mariani scores, but the Hurricanes take game 1. Moving on to game 2. Little Caesars Arena is such a bad name for an arena. I'm sorry. First period, no score in game 2. Second period, Aho with a power play goal. Yanni Kuokkanen scoring for the Red Wings here. Third period, Canes win. Bach scores. Mariani ties it, but Tara Vinen scores the game winner. Remember, he was the one who sent the Canes to the Eastern Conference Final. So the Canes win another game 3-2, taking a 2-0 series lead on the road. We know that Marku is supposed to be a medium elite power forward on the left wing. 4 gems in this draft, 2 medium elite goalies, a low elite defenseman at the end of this first round, and Caden Creamer. A offensive defenseman who's a low top 4 defenseman. Not a bad draft. So my scouts decided to wake up in May. Game 3 at PNC Arena. Tyler Bertuzzi scoring. Dominic Bach scores a power play goal to tie it. Third period, it's tied with Natchez on another power play goal. Canes gave up that goal with less than 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left in the game. The Red Wings tied it to send this game to OT. So Trevor, thank you once again for your OT goal in Game 6. Canes are moving on. We're in Game 3 of the conference finals now. Aho versus Wade on the face-offs. Aho wins it back to Hanifin. Canes were entering in an offsides, and that kind of killed momentum here. Mantha with the puck on his stick gets hit hard by Michael Goodrow. And Michael Goodrow got tripped up, no call. Noah Hanifin breaks up a backdoor play that surely would have led a goal. Svechnikov shot saved by... what is the goalie's name? Mantha leading in hits. Canes don't have any players leading in hits, or at least in the top 10 in the playoffs in hits, so we're not a very physical team. Aho wins it back to Hanifin. Hanifin got bumped off the puck, but Aho had it for a brief moment. Brandon Montour with the puck now gets it up to Mantha. Mantha to Philip Zadina. Zadina gets it. Hit hard. Svechnikov enters into the offensive zone. Takes it out wide. Oh, what a play. Aho blocked. Zadina with the puck now. Philip Zadina at the wing. Trevor Michaels with a hell of a defensive effort. Dominic Bach with the puck now. Canes on a line change. Beam, shot, save. Suzuki with the puck. Gets it to Aho. Back to Suzuki, back to Aho. Aho gets hit off the puck and is going to turn the puck over. Reardon with the puck now. Larkin with it now. Shot. Turned it over to Natchez. Natchez with the puck now. Gets it to Suzuki. Shot. Save. Bertuzzi with it now. Coming in on the right wing. Tyler Bertuzzi to Hronek. Philip Hronek with the puck to Reardon. Shot. Save. Canes and Cannons. He probably could have passed it to his defender there, but it's alright. Medvinov. Here's his save on Jake Bean. A great stop. Bean had a wide open shooting lane. I would have liked to see the Canes player maybe try and get a stick on it to tip it past the goalie, but alas. Tara Hirose, Jeremy Roy, and Joe Veleno out for the Red Wings. McLennan gets it up to Teravainen, who's going to go 1-on-2 in the offensive zone. Shot, save, Medvinov. Easy stop there for the goalie. Turnover briefly by Hirose, but he gets it back. Roy with the puck now. Roy to Veleno. And there we go. Canes get it. Teravainen to Roach. Roach is going to enter the offensive zone. Take it out to the wing. McLennan, save. Kick save by Medvinov. Great chance for the Canes. That may have been their best yet. Fleury's got it. Turning the puck over. Getting it back. Power play coming up for the Hurricanes. Teravainen gets it up to Roach. Extra skater on for the Canes. McLennan with the puck to Teravainen. Shot. Save Medvinov. Canes are going on the power play thanks to a hook. Who's going to the box here? Yeah, Fleury was impeded there for sure. That's Joshua Waugh, not Jeremy Waugh. So that's actually a created, or not a created player, but like an AI generated player. Face-off lost by the Canes, and the puck is going to get cleared. Icing some time away here. Jake Bean recovers the puck in the defensive zone. Teravainen gets the puck into the offensive zone. Aho back to Teravainen. Save Medvedev. Covers up the rebound. There was a Canes player right there ready to poke that rebound in if he happened to give up a rebound. Second unit's got to be pretty tired for the Canes, and as is the first unit, so it's kind of a bad time to get a power play. Aho wins the face-off. Bean shot! What a save, Medvedev. Read that play all the way from Teravainen. Oh, they were ready to go there. Same unit out for the Canes. Why bother switching it out right now? They've had some opportunities. Wins it back. Svet shot. Save Medvedev. Aho recovers it. Shot. Oh, off the post. Teravainen nearly scores there to give the Canes a lead. Or to give the Canes the win. Oh, how did he not bury that? Oh my goodness. Teravainen with the puck enters the offensive zone. Bean. Aho. Save Medvedev. Canes are probably going to switch up the units here. Get a fresh set of legs out on the ice. Maybe not, though. What a save. Okay, no, they're not going to show the shot that hit the post. Yes, Necas, Roach, and Suzuki against Veleno and Wade Minter. Roach loses the face-off to Wade, which is understandable. He's one of the best players in this game. You don't want to get a face-off against him right now. Roach to Necas to Suzuki, who has the puck in the offensive zone. Dumps the puck in, and the Canes are going to try and get the puck, but Veleno clears it. Dominic Bok's going to have to retreat back. 40 seconds left on the power play. Suzuki with the puck now gets it to Roach. Roach with the puck on his stick. Shot, blocked, shot, save. Necas with it. Nice spin move, shot, save. Medvedev. Suzuki, Necas, block shot. What's it going to take to get past Medvedev in this game? What is it going to take? The Canes have had all sorts of opportunities. Hanifin with the puck on his stick. Gets it up to Roach, who's in the offensive zone. Necas. Shot. Score! Canes win! There's Roach! Scores! The Carolina Hurricanes score on the power play. Great play by the Hurricanes in the offensive zone. It's going to be Roach from Necas and Hanifin. Roach enters the offensive zone, gets the puck to Necas really quick. Necas is going to hesitate, and then Roach has... Look at this play here. Roach notices Necas. Necas notices Roach cutting in, and Roach really quickly puts that puck in the back of the net. Canes win 3-2, taking a series lead. Actually, I think it's a 3-0 series lead in the conference final. Yeah, it is 3-0 series lead. Huge goal from Roach there to give the Canes a 3-0 series lead. First period, no score. No score in the second. Third period, Canes win. Suzuki, Trevor, and Teravainen scoring in the third. Your Carolina Hurricanes sweep the Detroit Red Wings and are heading to the Stanley Cup final. Fred Roach having a hell of a playoffs, though. I believe that's Canes and Cannon's first playoff shutout. It's a battle of 06. A rematch, Canes versus Oilers in the playoffs, in the Stanley Cup final. McDavid with the first goal. Canes coming back though, Roach and Gaudreau with the goals. Third period, Canes win, Hanifin with the goal. The Carolina Hurricanes take game 1. Game 2. First period. Edmonton, Yamamoto scoring. McDavid and Maximov scoring there. No score in the third period, so the Canes get shut out in game 2. Plugged my mic, I was adjusting. Game 3, Heading to Rogers Place in Edmonton. First period. Canes get the first goal this time with Michael Goodrow scoring. Second period, Suzuki, Svechnikov, and Hanifin scoring, and nothing in the third period. Canes win and take a 2-1 series lead. Moving on to Game 4. Canes and Oilers. First period, 3-1 Oilers. Draisaitl with 2 goals, Maximov with 1. Fleury got a shorty, but unfortunately it's 3-1 Oilers. 5-1. 4-6. Okay, the Canes almost came back. Roach, Armia, and Svechnikov getting goals there, but unfortunately the Canes can't come back, and they fall to the Oilers in Game 4. Tie series heading into Game 5 in Raleigh. Goals for the Canes: Hanifin, Michaels, Tiexola, and Bean. Aho, Trevor, and Bach scoring in the second. Third period, McDavid scores, but the Canes take a 7-4 win and take a 3-2 series lead. Game 6. Canes could win the Stanley Cup with a win in this game. First period, the Oilers don't want to lose, though. Puljujarvi with 2 goals, Quenneville with 1. Canes coming back, though. Teravainen with 2 goals, Dominic Bach with another. Quenneville keeps the Oilers ahead by a goal, though. We're slow simming because we don't know what's going to happen. Draisaitl scores for the Oilers. I think it's safe to move on. Trevor tries to give the Canes a chance, but the Canes lose 5-4. We're heading to a Game 7. Very back and forth series. First period, no score. Second period, Canes with 2 goals, Teravainen with a power play goal, and Fleury with a goal. Third period, all is on the line here. Power play for the Canes. Nothing doing. Here we go. Last 6 minutes of play, now 5 minutes. Power play for the Canes late in the game. No score. We're going to sim the last 58 seconds of the game. Oilers, Hurricanes, Game 7. Canes with a 2-0 lead thanks to Teravainen and Fleury's first period goals. If this score holds, Teravainen will score the Stanley Cup winning goal. Teravainen sent the Canes to the conference final and could win the Canes the Stanley Cup. 59 seconds left in the game. Face-off won. Fleury has it. Honka with the puck now. Honka back to Fleury. Fleury shot. Missed the net. Roach with the puck on his stick. Gets it to Teravainen. To McLennan. Fleury. Honka had it. Lost it. I couldn't see the guy's name. They're pulling the goalie. The Oilers have pulled their goalie. Larson shot. Save Canes and Cannons. He's going to hold on. 33.6 seconds left. Edmonton's net is empty, so there are 6 skaters on the ice. The Stanley Cup is getting taken out. Edmonton has to score 2 goals in the final 30 seconds of the game in order to tie it and send the game to overtime. Tensions are high here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the first line: Michael Cera, Connor McDavid, and Saranimo out against the Canes' first line here. Aho wins the face-off. Svechnikov had it on the tie-up. Trevor Michaels with the puck. Shot. Missed the net on the empty net. Board battle. Canes killing off more time. 29 for the Oilers out on the ice. Michael Cera with the puck. McDavid shot. Save Canes and Cannons. He's going to hold on. That if the puck went in, it would have been goalie interference all the way. 11 seconds left. In the playoffs, McDavid has 34 points. He is the only player on this damn team scoring. Aho wins the face-off. Svechnikov had it. Hanifin gets it to Trevor. Aho shot. Scores! The Hurricanes are going to win the Stanley Cup. 2.8 seconds left. Your Carolina Hurricanes are your Stanley Cup Champions! And the place just goes nuts. With 2.8 seconds left, Canes and Cannons will shut out the Edmonton Oilers for a clutch Game 7 win. Your Carolina Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup. Trevor, congratulations. Canes and Cannons, congratulations. Michael Goodrow, congratulations. Okay, so I want to. So I was going to see if Canes and Cannons was the first goalie to shut out a team in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Boston did it in 2011. New Jersey did it, well, that was with Brodeur, in 2003. Um, Montreal did it in 65. Toronto did it in 64. So, of the salary cap era, he's the third goalie. Roach gets the Conn Smythe. That was an excellent pick by the Hurricanes. So yeah, Trevor, once again, congratulations on winning your Stanley Cup. A huge honor for the Canes here. Yeah, we finally, you know, after losing twice in the second round, the times we've made the playoffs, I knew something was better when the team actually made it out of the second round. So Slavin is obviously going to be the first to hoist the Stanley Cup as a member of the Canes because he is the captain. So this is the Hurricanes' second Stanley Cup overall and our first championship of this run. It's about time. You did win one with Tampa. If not last time, then the time before that. So Aho gets the Stanley Cup here. This is his first Stanley Cup as well, obviously, because he's a career Hurricane. Aho is going to give the puck to Joel Armia, who I believe this is also his first Stanley Cup. He's been in the league for quite some time. He's going to take a second lap with the Stanley Cup. So the Carolina Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup. I don't even know what year it is. It is they are your 2026 Stanley Cup champions. So it's been 6 seasons since we started this. We made the playoffs 3 times, lost in the second round twice, and won the Stanley Cup once. So, one Stanley Cup in 6 years is great. Cleveland wins the Calder Cup. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Washington wins the lottery, moving from 5th to 1st. Luckily, this draft class doesn't seem to be that great. Like, at the top end. There's no franchise player heading to the Metro this year. 3 goalie gems and 2 defensive gems in this draft. So, yeah. Retired players. None that we care about. Little, Yossi, Backstrom, and Carlson are now head coach or coaches, and I will not have to have a new coach for any of my teams this year. At least, not like that, because none retired. Awards. Carolina won the Stanley Cup. We beat the President's Trophy winners. We swept the President's Trophy winners in the conference final. Patrick winning the Art Ross. Obviously, Roach won the Conn Smythe. Jay Drury, that's funny. Is his name actually Jack? I wonder. And Patrick winning the Richard, making it the 4th year in a row we've had a player win the Rocket Richard. The entry draft, and then this will be the last thing I do because it's almost dinner time. Probably won't stream at all again tonight. I'm pretty tired. So there's this low elite defenseman here. Defensive defenseman. There's also a player that's potentially a medium elite player. There's Demetrius Berard. I haven't picked a great defenseman in a little while. Medium top 40. Stemniak. Okay, not bad. Heading into the second round, we have pick 45, which means we could actually get a decent defenseman here. Another low elite defenseman, Derek Nicholas. You know what? I'm fine with it. We will need to pick forwards eventually, but it's not a bad pick. Pick 62, the Hurricanes. There's a medium elite goalie that's listed as a gem. We haven't picked anybody yet that isn't like a defenseman or so. I don't mind a goalie. This has been a great draft so far for the Canes. 25th overall now. I believe this is what one of the picks we got from McShorzy the Jerk. There's a medium elite center. He's 19 years old. Defense and skating are issues, but medium elite. I can't beat that. 61 overall too. That is not bad. Going on to pick 93. We're looking to make some good picks here in the draft. Really nothing stands out. Vitaly Samsonov. His skating is not very good, but he has decent offensive skills, so I feel like we could work on that. So medium top 9 forward isn't bad. Again, I'm trying to fill the system with good prospects. And yeah. Alright, so now we'll draft based on potential with pick 107. Obviously there's this medium elite goalie, but I don't need to pick 2 in the same draft. There's a low elite center and a low elite right winger. There's also a low top 6 center in this draft too. Man, this is a great draft. Okay, so the low elite players will be gone first before the low top 6. Ernest Courtnall, a project for sure. I don't think anything about him is good. Yeah, 49 overall is not great. He might be a player that I don't end up signing. Pick 124. I'm going to have more picks in this draft, so I'm going to go with Kulikov here. He was 20. I probably shouldn't have, actually. Oh well. I committed. Worst comes to worst, we just have a lot of good defensive prospects here. Next, I'm going to pick Oscar Persson because he's the best prospect available. Actually, I want to see what he is now. I know he's a low elite, which is obviously way better than I could have gotten. 47 overall, he's got to be 18. Okay, so that's a really... He's a project as well. Pick 186. The Canes have options. We're definitely going to get this low elite player here, Jacob Artukin. Or low top 6, excuse me, not low elite. With the last pick in the draft, it's going to be very hard to actually see, you know, what types of players there are. So I may just pick a player that has like a reasonable chance at potential, like a reasonable potential. Theo Franco actually is decent overall. Bottom 6 forward, not great, but the rest of that draft, great. So we'll send to the re-sign phase. We'll take a look at the top prospects available. Tyler Bozak, my NHL goalie coach, is needing a new contract. He's probably not going to want to say yes to this deal, but I'll just offer him more money to say yes. Lots of scouts expiring this year. which means I can make some tougher decisions about my team and the type of scouts that I want to keep. I'm obviously going to sign all the scouts that are worth like an A. My Liga scout, that's fine. USA, I feel like I could do better in the USA. I really do. I know I keep saying that, but this time I actually feel like I could do better in the USA. Okay, so there's actually a bit of work to do. I could definitely do better in the queue. Could probably do better in Russia. Could probably do better in the SHL. And I can't really do better in Europe. If there's a better European scout, I'll take a look, but I doubt it. So I actually have some scouting changes to make this year. Yay! Unsigned prospects. Last draft was kind of crappy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it wasn't great. Finley might sign, he's way down there. Burrows, I'll probably sign, and then I'm definitely going to sign Par Janssen here. But other than that, goaltenders, I think I did better with goalies in that draft. Not really, actually. So yeah. All expiring, I'm gonna have to sign Jacobs this year. Skaters, Natchez and Roach are the best skaters available, along with Slavin, who I may say goodbye to, and McLennan I'm not signing. So before I forget, I'm actually going to release Connor McLennan. And I already said I wasn't going to sign Anthony Honka. On defense, I have Cheka and Drysdale. Cheka is going to play. So there we are. That's kind of the groundwork of the plan for next time. As always, thank you for watching. Happy we could finally end on a Stanley Cup.